Who should you summon on in My Hero Ultra Rumble? Now, the current banner is Rapid OFA Deku in the game, but we can see in 2 days we have Hawk's Quirk Skill Set, and in 16 days we have All for One character. So, who should you summon on? Should you summon on Deku, Hawks, or AFO? Well, to be honest, I think it comes down to your playstyle. So if you are a rapid main, then you're probably going to want to go for Deku, who is a melee character. So if you like melee characters, then you'll probably want to go for Deku even further. Yes, he has a ranged alpha. Swing your arm wide and release a shockwave in the air. Damage decreases but leaves you vulnerable for less time. So when you shoot in midair, you do less damage, but when you shoot on the ground, you charge it up, you get hyper armor, you're able to do more damage. Quirk Skill Beta's impact 45% Detroit Smash. It allows you to dash quickly and throw a punch. If you hold to charge it, you'll increase the range before dashing, as well as unleashing a damage area attack around you while charging it up. You can then get Detroit Smash Quintuple while in 5th gear overdrive. You hold and you'll go up and do a body slam just like he does in the anime, punching them 5 times. So you can use it to dive people or you can use it to escape. Quirk Skill Gamma is second transmission. Movement speed and attack speed increase. During the effect, input again to move in the aim direction. If you land a ground uppercut, the effect time is restored and speed will actually increase. After 3 hits, you'll enter gear 5, which allows you to hold the button and rapidly approach in the direction of a target you are aiming at, but it's more so lock on. You're locking on to a target you're aiming at. And if you follow them with your sticks and your reticle, you can actually get the lock on to chase them. We've triggered it through Kirigu's portals live on stream. This shit right here needs to be nerfed. The gamma is OP. Technically, you can have infinite gamma. So if you want to summon for OFA Deku, who also has a acceleration tuning, landing a melee attack increases movement speed and attack speed for a limited time, then there you go. But if you still don't know if you want Deku, well, Deku also has 2 special actions, Smoke Screen and Fajin, which gives you Space Hop basically, and Smoke Screen is a smoke. But you can see in 2 days we do have Quirk Skill Set. Hawks, this is a Quirk Skill Set, this is not a new character. Now, with the release of Hawks, we know that Rapid Hawks got nerfed into the ground, and we know that Striker Hawks shouldn't even be in the game, because Striker Hawks doesn't exist in the anime. But his Quirk Skill Alpha is called Cold Wind. It allows you to unleash a tornado with your wings and send it towards an enemy, making them fly up into the air and back into Hawks. At level 7, you can hold to send out 3 tornadoes at multiple enemies in different directions. The tornadoes will hit the enemy, knock him up in backwards into Hawks, and allow him to combo into it. However, we do see that he only gets like 7 alphas, I believe. He only gets a total of like 7. So we can see right there, they've actually nerfed him since then. He only gets 6 alphas. He has 2 betas, Quirk Skill Beta, dash forward at high speed, slashing with your wing blades. Holds to take a stance in place after dashing release slashes along the path traveled. At level 7, you can slash through the attack without flinching, and we all know how OP no flinching is. So that's actually kind of cracked, right? But we see where with Deku had two different betas, Hawks only has one beta, really, as well as, you know, not really getting any ammo up on the betas. Uh, so we're gonna say he has two, and that's what he has. So, you know, not a whole lot yet. Quirk Skill Y, rise while spinning and slash at opponents. Hold to increase ascent distance. At level 7, opponents hit throughout the skill will be marked for tracking, so your perception. Think that. And then we all know his special actions: fierce wings, carry and fly together. You know, use dash midair to fly. I don't like how he can't use his feathers though, like in the anime. I don't like. He should have been a support. They made him a striker. So if you don't know who you should summon on, I'm skipping Cox at this point in time. First off, you know, Hawks says multiple times he's not a power type. We see Hawks multiple times trying to do damage and not really doing damage to big villains like AFO or high-end Nomus. So the fact they made him a striker over a support, I will go ahead and say skip, especially with Blue Deku as well as Yellow All for One, whom, you know, we're leaning towards a summon, but we don't know who was after All for One. Okay, so All for One is looking nice, right? And All for One makes it to where you fire a laser that pierces opponents, and it will either explode on impact or at max range. So pretty typical, nothing, you know, nothing too fancy about it. You can see you get damage size up a couple of times. You can see the base values. You get 8 ammo. Okay. And then Quirk Skill Beta, we can see, has two different forms, right? Hawks only has 3 abilities. We're already at 3 abilities on AFO. So, drop dark balls in a straight line ahead. They cause small explosions at the point of impact, dealing damage. Or, you can hold while charging, press again to fire a energy blast. Um, and allows you to drop a giant purple ball down from the sky. It moves slowly, easy to dodge. You should be able to see it coming, easy to dodge. But if you're in a fight and this comes out of nowhere, the damage is mad. Okay? We can see base values. Dude gets 2 ammo. Okay, 2 ammo, 8-second cooldown. So that's better than 1. But he doesn't have 3. Does he get any ammo up? And he does not. I don't really like when the abilities don't give ammo up, I'm be honest. After that, we got the Gamma, Divine Judgment. Float in mid-air, jump to rise, and crouch to descend. Charge energy in your wings, then release it in a wide blast forward. Dodge to cancel the move, consuming a set amount of ammo. I don't like that. And then you have Crumbling Orb, which is kind of your spamming Gamma ability. While charging, press again to fire an energy blast. So you can fire off these little energy blasts instead of charging this up. But what they don't say is people caught in this seem to be stuck as well as be able to be carried and lifted and dropped. And in the radio waves, this is his radio wave attack from the anime. And so it's like, do you want to summon on AFO? And so we don't really know who's after All for One. You know, we do have a Shigaraki in the files, as well as a Shoto Todoroki in the files, as well as a Bakugo in the files, as well as Miracle in the files, so she could be after AFO, which, like, am I skipping Miracle? I'm not. We know that Lady Nagant is in the files, so she could be after AFO. And if you think I'm skipping Miracle or Lady Nagant, the best two waifus in all of MHA, you got another thing coming. Now, leaks and more data will probably come out around AFO's banner and around the time that we are, trying to figure out who's next. We will probably know. If you want to summon on AFO, I'd recommend waiting till we find out who is next, which, predictions and news should start to come out once he releases. Leaks and shit should start to come out, and usually leaks are pretty right. Yeah, I'm guaranteeing it's Miracle, Lady Nagant, we got Armored All Might, we got fucking Stain. It could be any of those. So, should you summon? I think you should summon on Deku. I think you should skip Hawks. I think AFO could go either way. Of course, if it's not Lady Nagant, Stain, or Miracle coming after AFO, then I may summon on AFO. But right now, looking like a skip. Save up your tickets, and yeah, that's how I think you should summon. But of course, you can summon whoever you want, whoever's your playstyle. Deku has more mobility than AFO. AFO's got more range, so he's a poker. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Take care. Peace.